Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's quick video, I just wanted to go over some recent pickups of mine. I do apologize, I'm a little tired today and it's incredibly hot. It's currently like 90 degrees in the room that I'm standing in, so bear with me if I'm moving a little bit slower than usual. But the first thing I want to get out of the way is that I work very close to a comic book shop, and on my lunch break, I will usually stop by this comic book shop, see what I'm talking about, folks, and take a look around. Over the past 2 weeks, I would say, I've been bringing stuff in because they're kind of like a comic and Lego shop. It's Ravenswood Comics in New Hartford, New York, if you were curious, but I've been bringing stuff in there, amassing store credit, and today I decided to spend that store credit. It wasn't a tremendous amount, but I did get some interesting things here for the collection. So, number one, front and center here, I decided to grab the first issue of The Punisher. This is Punisher's first standalone series ever. You can see, where is it? Right there, under where it says Marvel, 1987 Marvel Comics Group. This is back in 1987. I got it for 38 bucks. This is something that I would want to get graded eventually. Even if it was like a 1, I would still want to have this graded. Punisher is probably, if not, my favorite Marvel superhero. I'm a huge Punisher fan. Love the gimmick, love the style. Just super glad to have this in the collection. And I was talking to Nabil, who's an employee there at Ravenswood, and I was like, what should I do? And he goes, you know what? If you're going to get any of them, get the Punisher. This is something that has some longevity, and I agree. We have the first issue of The Punisher. Super cool. I'm almost even tempted to read it, but I'm afraid to open it up. So I'm going to throw that over here, where it's a little bit better preserved, and we'll come right back here along with that at Ravenswood. I was curious what else to spend my money on, and I was like, you know what, I don't really want books. I'm looking around, and I see they had this little Marvel Superheroes book, and it came with this Cyborg Spider-Man minifigure. So the book was $17. I had 60 store credit, that was 40. And then I was like, you know what, screw it. So I got the book, ripped him out of the book, and gave the book back to them because I don't need that. But this minifigure not only is super cool and incredibly unique. It's a variant of the normal Spider-Man figure. It's kind of one of those versions of Spider-Man you don't typically see in toy or figure form. I was like, you know what, I gotta get this. Looked it up on eBay, and he goes for like 30 bucks, just the minifigure. So I paid 17 for it, and he goes for about 30. So I'm hoping that down the line this will go up in value. And because I don't really have a need for it aside from just looking at it like this, I'm gonna try to keep it in this little paper thing. And actually, I wish I could move my camera, but I have this little thing where I keep all of my rare, like, single Lego minifigures. So I'm going to put this away into that little slot, and this thing will be safe until, I don't know, a day comes when I need to sell it. Who knows? But next up here, because I'm a big One Piece, big ZORO fan, I did decide to grab the Anime Heroes 3-sword style ZORO. I currently have the first version of the real Anime Heroes action figure ZORO. This is kind of an updated version, a different version of him. Pretty much the same outfit that he's wearing in the first figure, except he's got the bandana on around his eyes and all that, and he's got the 3-sword style going. So I will be unboxing this on the channel. I love the Anime Heroes action figures. They're very, very cool. I was hoping to kind of do the whole Straw Hat crew. I really only need Frankie, Usopp, and Chopper, and they haven't made Robin or Nami yet. But I'm going to use this and kind of upgrade the current ZORO that I have. These figures are incredible, so very excited for that. And then next up here, this figure is almost 3 years in the making. I remember when I went to go see the Matt Reeves Batman movie, I fell in love, and I really wanted a good action figure of the Batman. They had the one where he was unmasked, they had the one where he was riding the bike, they had Selena Kyle, they had Penguin, but I could never find the actual Batman figure from the movie, and lo and behold, on Amazon, I grabbed it for I think it was $33, which is a little bit more expensive than it would retail for, but that's fine with me. This is my favorite version of Batman. I'm a huge fan of the Matt Reeves Batman figure. One thing off the bat I can say is it might not look like it here, but he's like, that face is just so pale. I'm wondering if that's going to change when we get it out of the packaging, but this is just so cool. I am so excited to have this in the collection. What a cool Batman figure, again, from that Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves movie. So, quick little review. We have that DC Multiverse from McFarlane Batman figure. We also got the Real Anime Heroes ZORO. We also grabbed this awesome Cyborg Spider-Man minifigure. And then finally, Punisher #1. So quite the mix of comics and toys and Legos, a whole bunch of stuff, but I will leave it there, folks. Once again, this is everything that I have picked up. My weekly haul, we'll call it, but I will leave it there, folks. As always, also, that was not me farting, that was the floor creaking, but as always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.